Kelly, what's this?
You know, I think it's from the family that used to live here way back in the days in the 1800s when they had the orange groves and raised citrus.
So, would it be called a homestead?
I think so. I believe on the sign it calls it the Bennett Family Homestead.
Right, right. So we don't know if it was a plantation for sure.
Right. So maybe when the family came, they originally built the house and then they started farming with citrus and things like that. So it's been here a long time.
It sure has. It looks like it got a lot of damage from the storms we had a few years ago.
I think it did. I know this park was closed for quite a while and they lost a lot of large oak trees, but as you can see, there are a lot of large, beautiful oak trees still here.
Yes, well, I look forward to the day when we can go back inside.
Right. They used to give tours a little bit and you could walk in and see some of the old-timey furniture and things, but they're in the process of restoring it now, and so it might be just a little bit, but hopefully one day it'll be back to being something you can really visit and learn a lot from.
Well, let's check out the rest of the property.
Okay, sounds good. Julia, look at this beautiful view they would have had from the house. Wow. Can you imagine sitting on the front porch of that house and seeing the beautiful sunset that they would have seen here back in the day? And even now, when you come to the park, they close at sunset, but it's a beautiful place to come and take pictures.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And all these big trees.
Just gorgeous.
We'll have to see if we can see more big trees.
Okay.
Kelly, look at that old tractor.
Oh my goodness, look how rusty it is.
I wonder if that went with when this was a packing place. This looks like where they packed the fruit.
I bet it is, because they would have needed to have ways to haul the big containers of fruit once they picked it off the trees.
Kelly, what do you think this building is?
This is an old barn where they kept their horses and other animals that they used to have. And you can see there are actual hay racks in there where they would throw the hay up, and then the animals would eat through the little pieces in between the bars of the wood in order to pull the hay out, so it wouldn't fall on the ground and they stomp on it. And that way the hay would stay good. Wow, look how old the doors look, but how neat is that?
Kelly, look at that hole in the tree.
I know, I bet I could fit in there.
Yeah, don't get in there. It's kind of icky, but...
Yeah, and there might be something in there biting.
Yeah, we don't want that. But isn't that a great place for wildlife to live?
Oh, it is.
I bet you at night there's things that go to sleep in there.
I bet so too, or come out of there.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, Julia, look at this tree stump. It's huge, really big.
What do you say we try to put our arms around it?
Yes, let's see if we can reach it all the way.
No, we can't. So we walked around the outside of the Bennett house and looked in the windows because that's all we could do.
Right, because they're doing restoration on the house right now. But how about we go from here now and walk out the trail and look at the nature trail? All right, okay.
Look at this trail.
Yeah, I think it leads to a path to the nature trail.
All right, well, let's take it.
Okay. I really like this trail because it's so nice and cool with the shade, and the path is just really nice to walk on too.
And look at all the trees there are to look at.
Oh yeah, and I'm hearing lots of birds too. So we'll have to get some binoculars out.
Just keep our ears open and our eyes.
Right.
I see those berries, and you would think there would be animals around here eating them. I wonder what eats them. I don't know. Is it birds or mammals? There's no telling. Do you think they're poisonous? I don't know. I think we definitely have to look them up. Yeah. Goodness, Julia, look at this. Gosh, it's some kind of toad, I think. Is it a toad or a frog? I don't know. But I just happened to see him out of the corner of my eye when we were walking. And he's got that little niche just perfect for him in that old log that fell on the ground. And look, there's a lizard next to him. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh,
But I've never
the
seen
end of the
one.
log. Yeah.
But look at the colors on it.
Yeah, he's different than some of the skinks we've seen before.
I wonder if he's turning color, like getting ready to mature.
And you know, Julia, we're right here next to the path, and they're just sitting on this log letting us look at them. I tell you, you never know what you're going to see when you're on some of these trails. So after I went to check out the sunset, I decided to walk the trail just a little bit to see if I can find any owls. Hopefully they'll show up and it's not getting too late because the park closes at sunset. So if you look, you can see that owl, and he's looking at me. Can you see him? See how close I can get to him. Owls like to come out more at night and hunt. Now he knows I'm here, so he hears me talking. There he goes. Wow. I bet that was the owl I could hear hooting in the video that I took a little while ago.
Look, we're getting close to the water. I bet the dock is close by too.
Oh, good. I'm ready to see the dock. I bet
Yeah.
you the view is really spectacular.
Yes, and if you remember when we were reading about the history, they talked about how they not only had citrus that they grew here, but they also had alligators for tourists to come and see.
Wow. I wonder if they were right down here along the water's edge.
Well, it did talk about that they had built little concrete pens for them to stay in. So can you imagine if you came from up north and had never seen an alligator before, that you could see a live, big alligator?
I bet you people were really excited about that.
Yes. Let's go down to the dock and see if we see any alligators out there. Julia, I really think this is a wonderful park for families to come and visit that just want to come and see and listen about the history, see the beautiful St. Johns River. I mean, what a view.
It's a beautiful view. And there is a nature trail that we went on,
Right, and it was paved the majority of the way, so you could even take a stroller. So it's really nice park to walk. It's very shaded. You would want to definitely wear a little bit of bug spray because you're underneath a lot of the trees, so mosquitoes. But overall, it's really nice and pleasant. And then to come out here and see this and the water is just beautiful.
Yes, it is. Let's go out there and see what it looks like from the end of the dock.
Okay. Julia, isn't this a beautiful park?
It is beautiful right here on the river.
I love coming here with my family and packing a lunch and hiking the hiking trails. And we even come out on the dock and we'll fish. And sometimes we see manatees and alligators. So it's really exciting.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
And if you look, you can see Doctor's Lake, where you go under the bridge to Doctor's Lake. And you can also see Green Cove Springs down this way a little further.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You want to go over and let's see what else we can find.
Okay. So Kelly, the view this way is really cool.
Oh, it is. There's beautiful oak trees, and all along the shoreline you can see lots of activity with fish jumping, and it's just a really pretty old Florida style area.
The water doesn't look very deep.
No, I bet it's maybe only about a foot deep right here. So you can see the sand and a little bit of mud, and if you look hard enough you can see some crabs and different things swimming around. So it's really fun to come out here and look around to see what you can find.
Wow, it's really high over there.
It is, and you know, as a matter of fact, this used to be a plantation where they grew oranges. And in order to get the oranges to where they wanted to be able to sell them, they would have barges come up the river and pick up the oranges.
Kelly, I see what you mean. It's really shallow here.
It is.
And then over here, you can really see the bank.
Oh yes, and look, there's kind of a lot of erosion on the bank. I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I can see why they don't let people walk there. Kelly, I didn't notice these trees when we were walking out to the end of the dock.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Do you think they're cypress trees?
They look like it at the bottom, but I'm not sure. I think we're going to have to look that up.
Yeah, I really like how the moss hangs in them, and it really reminds you of old Florida, doesn't it?
It does. It does. The Spanish moss looks really pretty draped over the branches.
So look at this beautiful sunset that you can come out here to the park and get a great sunset picture with your family.
Hey Julia, you know, when we were hiking the other day in the park, I got really hungry. And we have water, but I sure do wish we had a snack.
I know. We did a lot of hiking. I got hungry too.
Okay, so what do we have here?
Well, I was thinking we could try to make some trail mix.
Oh, I like that idea.
All right, so here's what we need. We need the different food we're going to put in it,
Okay.
a bowl, a scoop to put the trail mix into the baggies to take with us hiking.
Okay.
All right, so the first thing we're going to put in are some Cheerios.
Oh, Cheerios. I like Cheerios.
Then some pretzels.
Okay. I'll start mixing.
And some dried cranberries.
Yum.
And banana chips.
Oh, I love banana chips.
And to add some color,
Oh, M&M.
but not very much.
Okay. We need to stay healthy.
We're doing all that hiking. We need to stay healthy.
Yes.
and nuts.
Oh, nuts. Hey, you know the squirrels will like to eat the nuts.
Well, they probably would, but it's never a good idea to feed wildlife.
Oh, okay. Why though?
Well, because it can habituate, which means get them in the habit of going to humans to get food. And if the humans aren't around, they won't know how to get their own food. So they can go hungry. Or they can approach a human that's not going to be nice to them. Or they could bite a person that does not give them food.
Oh, I don't want to get bit.
So, that's why trail mix for us, not for the animals.
Wow. Okay, that's a good idea. So let's pack some up in these little baggies to take on our hike tomorrow.
Stir that up good.
Oh, I'll stir it better. You just want all the M&Ms.
Yeah.
Okay, one more scoop. And then I've got a great idea of how we can put it on our backpacks. Put it in the middle of a bandana and tie up each corner like so. And then you can tie it to your backpack or even to your belt loop on your pants, or you can even put it on your hiking stick and carry it like that while you're hiking.
Wow, aren't you 4